Can you again remind them? So maybe I think I don't think they have checked your message.
For the legendary Shri Suresh Bhatkar sitting.
Yeah. Okay. So now, welcome to all of you. Any problem for you to join in this link? Please remember there are two links. So one link for 8 a.m. classes, Tuesday, Thursday, and another link is no, Tuesday, Friday. Yeah. So Thursday today, 9:30. There is one more link. There are two links. One link is for 8 a.m. class. Another link is for 9:30 a.m. class.
Sir, can you send this class link?
Yeah, already I forwarded.
We only got 8 a.m. class link. Means you
No.
just sent 8 a.m. class link.
No, 9:30 also I sent, na.
Sir,
Last
can
week.
you send it once, sir?
No,
We'll
I'm
save it now.
okay, after this, see, now how many joined here? 95. Can anybody forward this, no? This link? 1 minute, 1 minute. How can I do here? Wait. 9:30, no? Got stuck. It's not coming. No, last week I forwarded once. Maybe that is in your. Because I'm unable to share that present link now. How to do? Are can you? But how come some of you got this link?
Sir, some of us don't know that there are two links, sir. We joined the other one.
See, at least some should have got, na. So some
Yes, sir,
should
some
already,
joined this
yeah.
one.
So then how come? How did they get this link? It is there.
By
It was
chance,
there.
Sir,
by
actually,
chance,
we
sir, no
have
one
both the
knows that
links.
there are
But
two links.
Okay. So now, Yeah, I have requested all of you. Now, what is the strength? Now 103. Okay. Uh, Again, after this class, I'll resend the two links to all of you through your CR, so that please mute. Who is this person? Huh? Okay, Manish. Okay, screen visible.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Now,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. It is
yeah.
visible.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so I think now it's at least some of you are clear. That's I'm clear about. I'll send it later. I'll resend others from chat here. This is how I have to do. I don't know how. Keep in mind there are important elements of emotional intelligence. There are four things. So just let me write here. What is that chart? Okay. So first one is self-management. Self-management and sorry, self-awareness first. Self-awareness, self-management, and then social awareness. Please.
भाई मुलायम हो जाएगा यार पापा लगेंगे खिसियाने
So did you get a message? My chart, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so don't get confused because there are many slides, in this topic. So keep in mind, first one is second one first. Self-awareness is first, and self-management is second one. Social awareness is third one, and then relationship management. Okay, so these topics in this area, if you are expert in soft skills or in emotional intelligence, if you are good at in emotional intelligence, EQ, you'll be able to manage in these four, you know, uh, areas. So knowledge is different, right? So if somebody doesn't have excellency in EQ, and then that person maybe may fail, may not be managing properly all these four areas. So all are important. Self is important, then social important. Then so in between self versus social, there are two things. One side, there is a self, we, ourself, and then another society is there at the other. On the other side, there is a society. Then in between, there is a one element, the third element, so that can connect us, you know between ours and society. What is that? Relationships, right? If you maintain proper relationships to anyone, you are a social person. It means there's no problem with you, as far as society is concerned, and you don't have problem with the society. And most people, what happens, they blame system, they blame society, they blame many other people. you know they don't get it, they don't like most of the time, others, society. They say, okay, that system is not good. Everybody's problem. Creators. I don't want to talk to that person. I don't want to listen to this person, that person. All this. So what? Right. So many things they talk about. The reason for this alienation, reason for this distraction, you know, lack of EQ. Okay, lack of EQ. So in previous class we talked about how there are some advices. There are some important aspects, elements in our slides. We understood how do we uh, get ourselves, as a self concept, as a self concept of self awareness, and then how do we manage ourselves. Now we'll go third point, social awareness. The social awareness is, can anybody read this? Who wants to voluntarily? Yes. I just want you enough you to read this.
The ability to accurately pick up on emotions in other people and understand what is really going with them, perceive what others are thinking and feeling, see situations from others' perspective, staying focused and absorbing critical information, listening and observing are critical skill which includes stop talking and stop the monologue in your head.
Okay, wonderful. So social awareness, the definition of social awareness is, uh, these are very important. This is very, very important. Again, read it again and again. Ability to accurately pick up on emotions in other people and understand what's really going on with them as far as their emotions are concerned. If you read literature, what happens? If you read any type of art, if you are interested in any type of art, liberal arts, right? Art and culture. What is the basic element, in art and culture? Emotions. And what is the basic element in relationships? It is, it's the emotions. It's main, emotions. Without emotions, no culture existed. Without emotions, no art, is carried away from generation to generation. So that is what, it's a collective psychology. We call it collective consciousness. Collectively, it's not there in just one person, in the mind of one person. It is spread over, spread across all human beings, collectively, in a group level. So therefore, if you have emotions, particular emotions, there is also guaranteed that same emotion also is there in another person. I'm telling you here, the knowledge part, somebody has different knowledge. Somebody has, one has another knowledge, and another person has another different type of knowledge. But emotion, there is no difference between, uh, between two people as far as emotions are concerned. So whatever I feel, right, whatever emotions I can have, the same also can be, you know, occupied by, any other person. So therefore, don't think differently. So all are same, because when we say, all are human beings, and knowledge part is different. Uh, but as far as strength of emotions are concerned, more or less or one or another way, same, similar. Now, perceive, understand what others are thinking and feeling. So even for thinking also, feelings are basic foundation upon which feelings are the foundation upon which thinking can happen. Because culture, when we talk about culture, when we say Indian culture, what does it mean? When you say Indian culture, what does it mean? When I say, what comes to your mind when I say Indian culture? Can
A
anybody
stack
say?
of emotions.
Wonderful. Next, beliefs, right? That's all. Any other?
So all dressing, food, and other things also we can take.
The sentiment, some type of sentiment, right? Practice, day-to-day
Yes,
practices,
yes.
right? So how do they practice? With knowledge, will they do with all the time knowledge? You know, brilliance all the time. Nothing has to do with, right? It has nothing to do with that kind of, information processing all the time, scientific approach, right? So we, routine work. When I say Indian culture, for that matter, some people say Telugu culture, some people say Kannada culture, some people say and based on language also they say the Tamil culture, Punjabi culture, Bengali culture. Will they say West Bengal culture or Andhra Pradesh culture? Why do they say Telugu culture? Language is also emotion. Language is also emotional world. So therefore, they use the word of language. That's why the word we say. Please mute. Who is that person? Bengali culture. That's why we say Tamil culture. Am I right?
Yes,
Telugu
sir.
culture, Kannada culture. So language. That's why when you why because see somewhere if you are in foreign and then you are from suppose you are from Bengal and some people immediately you meet you happen to meet the person who speaks Bengali and then you feel emotional world, right? You feel do you feel connected to emotionally connected to that person emotionally or not?
Yes, sir.
So that is one type of right. So therefore, now I'm again coming to the point of so why do we need emotions for for building strong relationships? This is important, right? See, Indians settle abroad many places, and fortunately, whenever they meet Indians in abroad, and they immediately connect to each other. And then why? How do they connect? It's not like biasness. Okay, only Indians, rule the world, and only Indians, uh, dominate. It's not like that. By sitting in abroad on in themselves, they blame Indians also. I know. They say Indian roads are not good. Indian, culture is not Indian, not culture. See, Indian politicians are not good. They blame, but at the same time, they form a groups or they start interaction with the fellow Indians. Is it right? No? Or yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
why this is happen?
Yes, sir.
Why this can happen? So because now what did we understand? Yeah, when we understand this, Indian culture or Bengali culture in India versus abroad context, in foreign context. Now, what is the theory behind this now? What is the message now? You just draw yourself a message, one message. Now, the message is clear that to build strong relationships, emotional world is must. Emotional, attachment is basic. Not only basic, it's entire thing, I can say. Without emotional attachment, you don't attach emotionally with particular person, but you attach emotionally to language, to the region, to religion, to caste, community, whatever it is. You have a particular type of sects, right? And food, see, you emotionally connect. Somebody prepares particular Indian dishes, in New York, and you go and talk to the person. You feel, and in the process of interacting, you feel, one, all of you, the one, right? You feel and unity, right? Do you feel unity or not? And here also I saw, so many people and many students from different states come together, and they pick up separate rooms also, in a hostel. Only one room is in particular. 2-3 students come and then choose particular room, nearby room in hostel. And even classroom also, particular benches. Telugu people, Andhra people, I used to warn them, don't do this all the time. You lose national concept. So 2-3 benches are occupied by Telugu people. It's not their problem. It's not their problem. It is, the strong emotional connection of that language, that region, that makes some people to be united. To be united. So that's fine. I don't have any objection with particular people from particular state or particular language can form a group. I don't have problem. But being an Indian, uh, because we are a student of National Institute. Are we a student of National Institute or not? So we need a sense of nation. One. There is a unity when there is a diversity. If there is no diversity, how can there be unity? My question is, America is united. United States of America. Different states come together, and people from across the world, people across the world are settled in America. And Indians are there. Entire world, the people from entire world now are uh, acted as are treated as American citizens, including some of them, including Indians, some of the Indians among them. Now, tell me, is America only Americans? Is America for only Americans or any other countries people else? For world, right? For the world. Then is there a difference or not? Is there a diversity, or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
So then that's the
Yes,
reason
sir.
we say, America is a superpower. It's empowered because there is a diverse. That's why we understand. The concept unity in diversity is the Indian philosophy. It's a philosophy from India. But in India, people don't realize the concept. That's why we have failures sometimes. Right? And how do we celebrate the diversity? My question is, I'm coming to the how to build up, exactly strong relationship for to manage relationship management. You have to mingle with people who are different culture, who are from different culture. You have to mingle with the people who are uh, from different language background, from different religious background, from different regional background, from different community also. This is the only liberal philosophy. This is the only ultimate philosophy to build social relationships. You know, and that at last, you'll be able to aware of the society. Then that connects. I'm connecting two points. See, you know, see situations from another's perspective. You know, be insider, in outsider. Be insider in others. Don't be outsider all the time. Right? Staying focused and absorbing critical information. Because sometimes you may not like other culture, I know. But what we have to do, don't blame it. Suppose if over a period of time, there is a possibility for you to like other culture also, other person, right? So if you look at a lot of uh, films, in the beginning, lot of fights, between two groups. At the later stage, some reasons they get united or not. Two groups united, right? Because various reasons, they mingle. That's why, if you read a film, Two States by Chetan Bhagat, how many of you watched the film movie Two States? Nobody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So see how the Indian concept of two cultures, amalgamation of two cultures, connected each other. Why? How did they connect?
By social
Okay.
media.
First, they understood each other.
Then no, how it started, how it began. Only one person, right? Two-person, boy and girl, right?
Yes,
One
sir.
is from one state,
Yes, a
another
boy
from
and a
that.
girl.
Then so they understood each other first thing.
Yes.
Then they made understood others also, right? So
Yes, sir.
therefore,
Their family, sir.
yeah, family, and then family is family also. Family is friends, friends. We say.
Yes.
So why? Because therefore, culture, the origin of culture is one from one person, and then it can spread to all. If you hate, see, hatred is very like a poison. Hatred comes from not all one person. It starts from somewhere in one person, then it spreads so fast. So therefore, you know don't hate, don't have negative feelings or jealous about the person who has a different background. I know
Excuse me,
most
sir.
people. Yes.
Sir, can you send this PDF?
Yes, obviously, I'll send after this. Now, how can I send you? In attachment, it cannot be there. I'll forward. Uh, so therefore, my point here, you know, you have to be focused. If you have negative, suppose because our mind is limited, because we live. Sorry, we were born in particular uh, region, right? We were born in particular surrounding of particular language also, and we are born and brought up in particular caste community also, and also we are born and brought up in particular religious practices also. Am I right? Right? But to build a strong nation, at the end, you have to accept all. You have to respect, you have to welcome others also. you know you have to welcome. That's why there is one concept, atiti devo bhava. See, Indians welcome all the people, right? Especially foreigners. Why this concept? Look at the Indian concept. I'm not entering in any different type of ideologies, but this is what so you know I know you are the guest. If you feel somebody is as a guest, and you will be empowered. You'll be uh, spreading the love and concern as far as humanity is concerned. right? Listening, this is very, very important. Listening and observing are important skills, which includes stop talking and stop the monologue in your head also. Unnecessarily, we cannot speak all the time. You can't talk all the time, right? So when we practice culture, cultural practice, we don't speak many times, just we do, we understood each other, one another. Then we do a lot of sharing work. Again, one more concept I'm using. You know, responsibility should be shared. The more you share your responsibility with others, everybody comes to like you. Everybody loves you, obviously. Love means in different world, it's a humanity world. Right? But it is tough, I know, it is tough. Because we have our own stereotypes, we have our own limited world, a limited language condition, a limited. That's why in India all the time fights between one language to another, one region to another, one religion to another. Did you see? Did you witness all this? Now, obviously, right? Because people fail to celebrate the diversity, and which in turn, you know, resulted, disunity. What I can say now, uh, fragmented society. You know, not like unified society. Are we clear about what I'm saying? Are you all clear?
Sir, what is
Yes,
monologue?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, somebody asked question. Yes,
Sir, what is monologue?
monologue means talking to oneself. If you see uh, the most negative, frustrated person all the time talks to himself. Talks to himself. Don't do this. If you have, that's why there is also philosophy, saying, okay, you need the best person, you need the right person, or you need soulmate to share whatever sufferings or likes or dislikes you have, right? There is also concept, saying, if you share ideas, you feel relaxed. Am I right? If you
Yes,
share
sir.
something with others, you feel relaxed. So therefore, if you are limited to your own language, your own culture, your own religion, and then suppose you don't find the people of your world in your circle, you feel headache. You get a headache. By talking to yourself, and then people call them, okay, he's a different world, and don't talk to him. He will never mingle with these people, right? They say, right? Other people come and say, and they say, don't talk, he's a very problem creator person, don't discuss with him, don't go there, but he's very peculiar person, they say, he's a very strange person, forget everything, your background. No, I'm not asking you to forget, but keep aside separately. You keep them aside, then you know be open to others, listen to them. Then somebody asked another question, what is that? Someone asked, yeah, somebody has commented, yeah, association is important. Wonderful. You know, that's why, philosopher Aristotle, uh, what he said, man is social animal. Man is a social animal. You cannot be independently, all the time. You cannot be independent. Man is social animal, right? Association, have a friendship with people who are different, believe them. See, you are not believing the particular person, right? You are believing in other religion, you are believing in other culture, you are believing in other language, right? If you believe in English, if you you know if you love English language, You don't hate foreigners, I know. You don't hate foreign culture also. I know. People here are limited. They're entering into limited, circle. That's a big problem. See how, see these are, emotional faces, look at eyes. There's a lie, anger, sadness. Now look at happiness. What is the difference between these three? For disgust, surprise. This is what? No, why the pictures have entered here? Because, our face, our index, face is index of our mind, so we have to uh, learn many things. Somebody orally they say, okay, somebody come and say, orally, sir, I'm interested to talk to all the person, but nobody is coming to me, nobody likes me, nobody listens to me, and blame, no, it's not like that. So when you start yourself with polite and friendliness, everybody comes to you. Everybody comes to you.
Some friend.
Yeah, everybody become friend. And ideology also, because see, most of the time you have different connection with particular group. You have different connection with you have some likes to particular politicians, and the same another person can, he doesn't like that you are like the politician that you like, and then clash comes, right? The clash comes. It doesn't matter like and dislike, it's personal, but socially, you know don't fight each other. Because see, a like also can turn into dislike, I know. Am I right? And love also can turn into hatred, I know. Hatred also can turn into love. You see a lot of, if you see literature, if you see a lot of stories also. So this can be vice versa, depending on our emotional needs, depending on our emotional needs. Therefore, no, nothing is static, nothing is permanent. As Buddha said, right? Nothing is permanent. Anything can be changed. Therefore, if you have the mind of change and a mind for changeness, you change everything. You change yourself, you change everything else. And then you develop everything. See, I am telling, hearing more than words. Emotionally connect the people. Look at the picture. And somebody is teaching something, right? Yeah? Suppose somebody is teaching, here, look at the picture, HD, is it visible? Yeah. So what comes to your mind, The boy, what boy say, is doing? He's in deep emotion, I know. Right? He's entered into deeply, emotional world. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then next, who else wants to comment, Agatha? While getting trained by a teacher in someone who is maybe, mentor, he just, he not only listens the word, but also, yeah, he enters, his mind beyond the words, beyond the. Now look at second part: watching body language, facial expression, and then tone of voice. Yeah? Watching body language, facial expression, and tone of voice. These are very, very important for social awareness. These are the actual practical, steps. How many are there? 6. Then who wants to read next? I'm just asking anybody, read one by one. Next 4 are there.
Speaking in a language they will understand.
Okay, wonderful. Next.
Stepping into their shoes.
Next.
First, let people speak their minds.
Okay, next.
Address concerns directly.
Wonderful. Okay. So, speaking in a language, they will understand. Some people have arrogance, about languages. No, I should not speak that language. I don't speak. I just only speak my language. Says, please, if you understand, and understand. Otherwise, I'm not, responsible for your, misunderstanding. Some people say, right? Did you listen these statements? Even some of NIT Jamshedpur faculty also say no. I only speak Hindi, not other languages. If you I don't understand, why do you do? You just follow my body language. You will understand otherwise. But language important. You know language. You know English. You have studied English. You have got PhD in English. You have studied. You have written lot of articles, books in English. And but still you are unable to speak in English in a class. Is this the is this the good practice for social awareness or no? Tell me, did you see any some of teachers maybe you know you know don't overestimate any teacher, I know, but this is not good what I say, right? Did you observe some of the teacher? I'm not asking the names of the teacher, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So you can't be like that. My concern here, as a language teacher, as a a teacher of soft skills, you cannot be like that. If you speak in a language that is known to others, you don't lose anything. You know English. Why you are not hesitant to uh, you know speak in English? And why you dominate your own language? Language is not your property. Language is anybody's property. Whoever speaks, you know, language cannot claim, cannot be claimed by particular group, particular language, right? So if you know it, then use it. If you don't know, then try to learn it, right? Even at last moment, also at the age, age time, after 60 years or 70 years, also people learn many languages. I know, you know, if you are a learner, you learn many languages. No need to get any training for that, just involve with the culture, That's why I told, if you go to tourism, there is a tourist guide. He can speak as many as languages. Well, how did he learn? By interacting with tourists from different parts or different regions, who speak different languages. Stepping into their shoes, what does it mean? It's an idiom. You know, feel as if you are the part of them. Feel as if you are also.
Empathizing.
Yes. Yeah.
Empathizing.
Wonderful. Sympathy, empathy, all that. We use the word. Uh, feeling. We are the one. Sense of world. Sense of the one. And this is what how we have to. Then first let people speak their minds first. First let people speak their minds. Then you have chance to speak. Some people misuse this this freedom. They only want to speak, they don't want to listen to others. They also arrogant. Listen to whatever I say. Don't repeat, don't react. Don't challenge me, don't question me. Please listen to me. Not please, they don't use the word please. Just listen, it's my art. This is attitude. Because language rests in the emotional world. When we talk about emotional attitude is important, and we have another topic also, in soft skills, how to build a particular attitude. Perceptions, attitudes, and personality. I know we have another topic, right? Address concern directly, right? And direct, approach should be direct, not indirect, so that people may not get any confusion or misunderstandings. Reveal them, even see if you are emotionally connected, you say it in a friendly, right? You feel you don't get anger all the time, if somebody something comes, in a reaction, right? Right. So that's what you have to. In relationships, the only thing matters, that is frankness and fairness. When we use the word, in language, fairness, nothing hidden, nothing hidden. Everything is open. The more you are open, the more your relationship will be stronger. Now, look at the one of the statement. Uh, most people don't listen with an intent to understand. They listen with an intent to reply. This is the problem, right? This is the problem. Well, emotional intelligence. Don't do this. You have to you just incorporate first one. Listen with intention to understand, not intention to reply, to show the knowledge in turn. Some people do, I know. Okay, social awareness, some of the examples, see, these are the poor examples, the colleague who talks over you when you are trying to make a point, disturbing, interfering is not good for social awareness. And then not recognizing the need to validate others person's perspective before stating your point of view, don't listen, and then you don't listen, and just or in your own world, and then you don't care about others. When somebody is reaching out for help, and other party responds by sharing all of the things they have going on, you know what is this? If somebody asks for help, you know, whatever help somebody asks, you have to do in that particular type of things. Don't divert the things. And prolonged avoidance of people with whom you have conflict or tensions in the relationship. This is very very concern topic. If somebody had quarreled with you, and maybe in the past is close to you, is very close friend maybe, but due to some reason, and he you know uh, you fought with him or her, but after a lot of time, after a lot of break gap, the same person wants to come to you closely, and in this context, don't avoid the same person. Maybe you think he's enemy also, doesn't matter, but whoever comes to you, whoever comes to you closely, don't leave them, don't avoid them. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So that's why
Yes,
people
sir.
you have negative, you have fixed opinion. Some people have fixed opinion. You have decided, okay, that person is good, not good, not good, not good. Then even if he is doing good work, your wire, your eyes, you don't accept the right thing with him. You again blame. That's there's a saying in local language, uh, there's certain jaundiced eye, some type of, I don't know how to translate that, uh, jaundiced eye, all things will be, same type of color. Do you have that statement? Do you have that, negative mind always looks at negatively, even, in the positiveness, right? Therefore, uh, somebody, maybe he realized your, potentiality. Again, he wanted to, uh, have a friendly relationship with you, but unnecessarily you avoid him. Avoidance creates a lot of problem again and again. At one point of time, you have to admit someone because you are part of society. You are not a society yourself. Are we a society or are we a part of society? Tell me. You're just one part,
Part
right?
of
Part means don't feel you are yourself, big society. Again, I'm coming, there's, I'm thinking, to take one more topic, one more lecture tomorrow. So then we'll finish this wonderful. Did anybody, faced any difficulty, in this topic? Tell me. It is easy to understand, because open when you open yourself, you do many things. And we'll take up some questions also after when I finish this topic in next class. And I do many things. Shall we leave now? Because I have another class now. 11. Please send this video. Sorry? Please send this video. Okay, fine. You can disperse.
Thank you, sir.
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 Thank you, sir.